And bringing up the rear at shortstop is Tony Womack. And a very happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone out there in television land. The White Sox have just taken the field, and the Sox will line up this way. Poof, there they are. Tim Raines is in left field. Lance Johnson once again in center. Joe Hall is having a great spring. We'll talk more about Joe later on. He's in right. Robin Ventura is killing the ball at third base. Ozzie Guillen at shortstop. Joey Cora is the second baseman. And at first, the big hurt, Frank Thomas. Ron Karkovice behind the plate, and Wilsón Álvarez on the mound for the Sox this evening. There's a look at Wilson. Do not adjust your sets. This is Good Guys Wear Green, St. Patrick's Day. And the Sox, well, we'll tell you more about the auctioning off of the caps and jerseys being worn by ring numbers. He has pitched in 6 innings, gave up 9 hits, 4 earned runs. He has walked 2 and struck out 3. The American League, well, actually all of baseball, batting .360 against Wilson so far this year. But he was absolutely brilliant in 1993. Wilson won 15, lost just 8, had a 2.95 earned run average. 31 ball games, he completed 1, but he won his last 7 starts and also beat the Blue Jays in the ALCS last season. So Wilsón Álvarez, well, the White Sox really got a scare his last time out. Chris James hit a line shot, 1 hopper right back to the mound, hit him in the back of the left hand. Fortunately, it was just a bruise, so he is able to make his scheduled start, and he should be ready for his regular turn once the season starts. So tonight's umpires behind home plate is Chuck Merriweather. Mark Hirschbeck is at first base, and the ever-famous Fieldin Culbreth will work third in this evening's ball game. So the Pirates, we're getting a chance to look at a National League opponent tonight. We are ready to rumble, and once again, it's my pleasure to bring to you the Hawkaroo.
All right, Wimpy, thank you. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to beautiful Ed Smith Stadium. And this, as Wimpy mentioned, a very cool evening here in Sarasota, Florida, as Carlos Garcia will lead it off. 26-year-old second baseman last year hit .269, 12 homers. He knocked in 47, takes the first pitch inside. So the Pirates coming in with a very fine spring mark of 9-5. And as Tom told you, the Sox 10-7. They've played a lot of split squad games. There's a high heater, and the count evens at 1. Don Slaught on deck and Andy Van Slyke in the hole. Garcia, 18 stolen bases as well last year. The only thing they say right now is defense has got to be a little more improved in 1994. Good change right there from Wilson, and the count moves to 1-2. 340 down each line here at Ed Smith Stadium, 375 in the gaps, 400 straightaway center field, and a little slight breeze blowing out to center, so a good night for hitting. Another jam-packed crowd here at the stadium. Sox are going to break their all-time attendance record this spring. Here's a breaking pitch, sliced hard foul, and the count hangs at 1-2. Pirates, last year a struggling season. They lost Van Slyke midway through the campaign. Finished up with 75 victories, 87 defeats, 22 games back in 5th place. Breaking ball low and inside, 2-2. Wimpy, you were talking with Humperdinck, Jim Leland, before the game, and he likes his club's chances this year.
Yeah, he really does, Hockey. He feels like they can be real competitive in their division. The one thing, they've got to pitch it and they've got to catch it. And I think Zane Smith, his performance this spring is going to be really critical, of course, and to start the season, because this guy has had nothing but arm problems over the last few years.
Count hangs at 2-2. Well, Jim Leland, certainly one of the most respected, if not the most respected manager in the game. And he very seldom comes out with any statements that really aren't pretty close to the money. Last year he said we're going to struggle, and they did. Fastball up and in, full count to Carlos Garcia.
Well, the people that they put on the field on a daily basis is going to produce some runs. There's a lack of power. For example, Jeff King, their cleanup guy, hit only 8 or 9 home runs last season, but they can knock in runners from first base, and that's brutal.
High chopper, Ozzie. Quick peg in time, and the lead man down.